What's going on, y'all? It's Mr. Bell. So we're going to scaffold this lesson rather quickly because we're finishing up subject-verb agreement, right? And we've been talking about it for the last couple of weeks. So those of you that have been like rocking and rolling with me, I'm proud. We're at like that home stretch that we talked about earlier. So I'm going to read you real quick the objective, and I'm going to break that down, and then that's going to take us into our what, our why, and our how. So I'm going to read this to you. Students will be able to identify a sentence's subject and verb and determine whether the subject is plural or singular in order to determine whether there is subject-verb agreement. So basically what we're doing, I'm just going to break it down just to simplify it and make it make sense for everybody. What we're doing is we're identifying the subject and the verb, or you would know it as subject and predicate. And we talked about that, where the subject is the noun in the sentence or the pronoun. It's who or it's what the sentence is talking about. That's the subject. And then that verb or the predicate is like, well, what is the subject doing? What is the person that the sentence is talking about? What are they doing? What's happening? So once you figure that out and you figure if the noun is plural, I remember when I did my demo lesson at Cleveland and we started talking about participle intense and how based on the subject, the verb tense can change, and we want to see that subject-verb agreement there. So for example, I'll walk you through a couple, and we did this prior to. So if I say, Mr. Bell is, right? You can also change that same verb where if you say I, you wouldn't say I is, you would say I am. You see what I'm saying? So you want to look for the subject-verb agreement based on the subject. For example, if I say, Michael makes mistakes, you would add an S to it, even though the subject is singular. Whereas if you had a plural noun or a plural subject, let's say if you said Michael and Jamal make mistakes, you get what I'm saying? And now the verb, so like that helping verb of make, but then mistakes would be like the thing that they're, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of tricky, but it's not. You just got to make sure that you're paying attention to. So I also uploaded an assignment that is really, really easy for you to do. And hopefully these videos help with the scaffolding, right? So that's the what of identifying the subject and the verb and then identifying if it's singular or plural, okay? And then the side part to that, or the why to it, I should say, is this important in identifying and having good grammar. When you're talking, when you speak well, you write well. When you write well, you know, it just goes a long way. So this helps you where you're identifying singular nouns and then knowing what happens to that verb afterwards. And then you want to always have that subject and that verb agree. All right. And then the how is we're going to take a little tidbit and I'm going to like assist you throughout the week. And I can't wait to see everybody log into office hours on Zoom. I'm so excited to see you all because then we'll be able to talk through it and go through and like really dig deeper into it. All right. So our how is going to be these quill videos. And if you looked at that other video, you see those quill videos and you know how to log in and do these assignments. All right. If there are any questions, I hope this helps. I'll see y'all in office hours.